Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem and Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and salutation to all the Akim that's pushing the truth. All kind of waking like Kim Jutarkum, Nasrallah Babal, and the topic is Revelation 7 and 9. Yeah, the Christian talking about I don't know the name. I was watching on one of the elders' pages are talking about debunking the Hebrew Israelites, and he didn't. Really, he just opened a can of worms. Show that you Israelites don't know what you guys talking about. So Revelation 7 and 9 goes in after this. I beheld a great multitude which no man could number. Oh, we got the Hebrew Israelites. That's what I say. Of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne, before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. If you don't understand precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little in the history of the Israelites, you're going to say, oh, it says every nation and every kindred. But if you go to, let's go to Acts. Acts 2, right? And this was Pentecost, all right? And start at 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. So Jews, all right, devout men, every nation under heaven. They come to Jerusalem, what is it? I believe 3 times a year, all right? If you don't live in the land of Israel, you got to come to Israel 3 times a year, all right? So all these nations, all these Jews that came from from these different languages is going to go into. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in their own language. And they were all amazed, marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galilean? All these are Israelites? How do they speak all these different languages? Because the Lord put the Spirit upon them, gave them the spirit of utterance. It's tongues, and tongues mean languages, not that fake bullshit. All right, the fake ass Christians talking about they speak in tongues. All right, you supposed to be able to people are supposed to understand what you're saying, and you supposed to be able to translate. If you can't, it's gibberish and witchcraft. All right, and how hear we every man in his own tongue wherein we were born? Parthians, Medes, Elamites, and the dwellers of Mesopotamia, and in Judea and Cappadocia, Pontus, Asia, Paraguay, Pamphylia, and Egypt, and the parts of Libya, Cyrene, strangers of Rome, Jews, proselytes, Cretes, Arab, and Arabians. We do hear them speak in our tongue and wonderful works of God. All right, that's all that nation. That's what it means. Let's go back to Revelation 7 and 9. I won't have to, Revelation 7 and 9. And this, behold, a little great multitude, which no man can number, of all nations, Israelites coming from all these nations, and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the thrones. That's the Israelites, Israelite foreigners. All right, why? Because Israel was dispersed to all 4 corners of the earth as a curse that would say we'll be cursed. We'll go to other nations. 4 corners of the earth, you'll be scattered amongst the nations, man. All right, but you gonna know that history. All right, that's the people that is, with white, that's clothed with white robes with palms in their hands, are Israelites. To prove, let's go to James 1 and 1. And the James, the servant of God, of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, the 12 tribes were scattered abroad. Greetings. And you saying this to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad, right? Through what? Let's go to going again. So 1 Peter 1 and 1. Peter, apostle, Yahweh Shah, Mashak, to strangers scattered abroad. So going back to the strangers that we read in James, it's the same strangers who are Israelites throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of God, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience, sprinkling of the blood of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. And the elect are only Israelites. I believe that's Isaiah. Who is my elect? Israel, who is my elect? So now we could. 46. Bear with me. It's 45. And I also got one in 65:9. So for Jacob, my servant, sake, Israel, my elect. So Israel's the elect of the Lord Most High. I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. So go to Isaiah 65:9. I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob, and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains. My elect shall inherit it, and my servant shall dwell there. And I want to go back to Revelation 7 and 9 again, and go into Revelation 7 and 9. Go into where it goes into kindreds. All right, yeah. Remember, Paul said, Romans, my kindred, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. So I can get that after when I go to the blue letter. Kindreds. Now the blue letter acting dumb. We're going to the word kindred. Kindred.
Strong's G 5443.
Failure.
Foulet.
The New Testament for all persons descending from the one of the 12 sons of patriarch of Jacob, a nation of people. All right, because if you want to say nation, ain't Israel is a nation, a company within a nation? All right, so it's ways, bro. That's why you people don't know what you're talking about, right? So, we had mentioned it, the elect. All right, the Lord coming back for the elect. We already showed you who the elect are. I want to go to also to Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angel with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the one end of the heaven to the other. And the elect, we proved that was Israelites, right? Israelites, man. All right, that's that nation, that's that kindred, that's the people that Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna come for. That's that great multitude that no one can number. All right, there was something else I wanted. Also, we could go to Isaiah 11 and 10. In that day, there shall be a root of Jesse, Yahweh Shai, who he called Jesus Christ, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, until it shall the Gentiles seek, and his and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time. The first time was ancient Egypt. This is the second time. It's going to be in the modern day Egypt, that is Babylon and Great America. Second time, to recover his remnant. All right, Babylon. All right, his remnant. All right, his remnant of his people, the Israelites. His people which shall be left from Syria. All right, from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, because Israel, northern tribe, was kicked out the land. All right, and it went into Assyrian captivity, so that would be the outcast, because it was kicked out the land, northern tribe. And then it says, and gather together dispersed of Judah, because Judah was dispersed in different captivities. All right, the Babylon captivity. All right, the Persian and the Medes, the Greek, the Roman, and the revised Roman Empire. All right, that we're currently in. All right, and now comes to Israel, and gather together dispersed of Judah, from the four corners of the earth. All right, so going back to again, James 1:1 to the Israel that are scattered abroad. That's who Revelation 7:9 is speaking of. And he also could see the same thing. Sorry, Lakia. Second Ezra 2. Right? Second Ezra 2. The same vision. All right, Second Ezra 2:42. And I Ezra saw upon Mount Zion. Mount Zion is another name or title for Israel, a great people whom I could not number. Mount Zion. All right, so Israelites. All right. Amidst of the Mount Zion people I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. In the midst of them were songs. All right, only the 144,000. Now our Israelites know the song of Moses and the song of the Lamb. All right. In the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, the elect, and was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? All right. And he answered and said to me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and shut off, that's going to have the extraterrestrial bodies, that's not going to have these bodies that we have now. Only Israelites is going to get those new bodies, proving that these are Israelites. So shut off the mortal, or this weak ass body, and put on immortal, the new bodies. All right, I have confessed the name of God. Now they're crowned and receive palms. And then I said to the angel, What young person is that crowneth them? And he giveth them palms in their hands. So he answered unto me, It is the Son of God whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord. Then the angel said to me, Go thy way and tell my people that what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power that I have seen. See? And let me go to see. Let me put it in Zion. All right? Let's put it in Zion and see what we get. I'm going to go down. Let's go, around. See something. Psalms 14:7. See who Zion is. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion, and Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people. Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. So speaking that going Zion is synonymous with Israel. Psalms 48:11. Let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the daughters of Judah be glad because of thy judgment. See, showing that Zion goes hand in hand with Israel, man. So Mount Zion. Let me see something about. I'm gonna go to. Let me see something. Give me a second, if not. Okay. Let's see if I can see anything else with Zion. Going on Revelations 14:1. And look, and lo, the Lamb stood on Mount Zion. All right, going back to the second Ezra again, second chapter, and with him 144,000 having the Father's name written in their foreheads. We already know who are the 144,000. 144,000 make 12,000 each. 12,000 men of each tribe make up the 144,000. All right, so that's that great multitude of the Israelites that can't be numbered. All right, because the great deliverer is going to be here in Babylon the Great, but there's still a elect scattered four corners of earth that's going to be delivered as well, man. So I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and Elder Great Millstone, and salutation to all the Archie, and especially the truth. All could have raw, waking leg, to third, command, Shalom, Shalom.